far favored in either way, in my opinion, depending on the matchup and how each team likes to play it and how reactive they are. We'll see just how reactive Detonate are. And actually, I mean, I guess we'll see how reactive both teams are in their own right, as the T side now have to realize how much pushback are going to be put up against them by Detonate on this top side of Banana first and foremost. J-Dubs and Wolfie are here. HE at the corner, tossed over the wall now as he goes in for his duel. He's already lost his teammate, and he's going to win his out 1-for-1. But back towards A they'll go. Already 2 players lurked up through bracket side, and Landmaz has his teammate rotating over as soon as he gets boosted up. Top of the smoke, great connection from Nox. Jermaine on the support as well, and through the side of the smoke, not spotting, and Silas will drop immediately after. And it's a complete shutdown at lane side. Then they put their first round onto the board. Now gain some momentum. Oh, that's right. I got to change the graphic if we go to a third map after this. I forgot to add the 1 into the side of the team name. Needs to go deep, and Wolfie and J-Dubs dunk. Silas and Aris down for the count. Another one to follow suit, but through the smoke already is Brett, but not long for this world as he's shut down by the SMG in close proximity. Wolfie finding another through the smoke as well. Five SMGs for Detonate now up against the rifle buy of the T's. They're looking to get some cash and hopefully pull away with a round win as well. It'll be one snuck from right under the rug, pulled right out from under BHOP Esports. Should they be able to do this in a wall spam from Aris? Pulling one player down to 44. Jermaine is feeling that one. Unorthodox for sure, but it works out. A 3-player stack inside of the apartment's a setup that could be very highly anticipated, seeing as they didn't take barely any guns out of the hands of BHOP Esports, or rather Detonate's arsenal in the last. And the aggression not coming through from the CT side, still just playing their angle's close, tight. J-Dub spotting one towards the top of Banana, gets smoked off. One sent right back though. The execute towards B is going to come in once again. A re-execute from all 5 members of BHOP now. Actually all 4, because one of them is over towards the A-bomb site even still. Aris trying to clear things out on the rotation over. But another smoke up in the faces of BHOP, and this has to be red. Soon enough, a rotation from Detonate has to come over if they don't get anything towards A in the next few seconds, especially if Aris activates too early. Nox spotting him out first. The engagement is had and a rotation not being pulled. Thanks to the double volley. Waiting quickly for CT spawn. It's going to be Swan. The AWP player finds comfortability with the AK as he swings in for a double as he pushes deeper in towards CT. Low on HP, Landmaz turning eventually to find that one. Still takes a bullet for his troubles. And a man disadvantage on the retake. Anything more now will be a consolation prize for the round that it will inevitably go the way of BHOP. Great shot from Brett. Awareness peeking. As Jermaine still on the other side of that smoke beam, spammed down by Silas, not able to get out of dodge with that one. An AK definitely would have been good to carry over, but I guess that's all right. If it blows back towards spawn, Nox might be able to retrieve it. It's not too far away from him already. The corpse is just below him. As the bomb does go off, he does get the AK. No AWP for either side. Money not affording it, but they've gotten the rifles. It's to buy back from Detonate. As I said, that was going to be their bonus round in the last, regardless. So they've got what they need. To make this one work, it shouldn't be all that much more difficult. Top of banana might be in for a peek. Oh, that was actually way deeper than I thought it was. I thought J-Dubs was literally going to crab walk into the crosshair. That would have been a shame, but instead he sets up a smoke for top banana, I think. Retake nades now out in a Molotov as well. Another smoke up ahead of him and a flashbang for Pool, and now BHOP are stalled. They're delayed. Not like they were going into the bomb site just yet anyway, but that's going to be a lot more time wasted for them to gain that control back. And one more smoke from J-Dubs might lock them towards banana. That one will go out. 45 on the clock. They don't have the bomb, though. They don't have time to be messing around like this either. If they want to go towards A or B, they've got to get their running shoes on. Because bracket control might be Brett's, but it's a matter of getting up through lane or archway with still 3 players left to deal with on the bomb site. Bomb making its way over. A player executing banana solo is Beaky, but they're not biting for the bait. Sticking around towards Arch, not going towards B just yet. The bomb will be dropped, and Lamez has all of the game made known to him now. Pit player just has to do the job of staying alive. A kill would be great as well. Up on top of the apartments, though, swinging wide as Eris on a blind Jermaine. He'll fall, and so will the bomb site. Toppled by the offensive in the late round, once again playing their cards perfectly. Reading the scenario well enough. Divide and conquer. As Detonate leave 2 to save. Can't hear the game. Thank you for that. Banana control taken very deep from the CT side, despite not having a full buy up ahead of them. 4 players over there, and they're going to continue to barrel through BHOP. They're not afraid, and there's nobody on the other side to deny them, but the HE is going to fly over the wall. It's going to deal devastating damage onto 3 members of Detonate's squad, but one sent back. Airstrike onto Beaky will kill him, and that's the fatal blow that they need. Maybe a quick executing towards the A bomb site, now realizing it might be a stack over to that side of the map. One already heading out through Palace, one inside center site, only a USP to Jermaine's name, and he's dealing a little bit of damage early. Run down by Eris, however, getting closer and closer in proximity. He's going to be forced out into the open, and that's going to be an easy kill. But the dink onto his teammate could come back to bite them. Lamez playing off the contact of his teammate with one another, actually about to be together as Swan falls off. No more flashbangs, no more smokes. It's just going to be all exits after this, and they're probably going to walk right into the crosshairs of the remaining CTs in just a few moments. No matter where they exit, unless it's through the apartments, which I don't know how often I see that happen, it looks like that is actually going to be the case. Eris and Swan already going and taking that avenue. Brett following his teammates. And Silas breaks away from the pack. And J-Dubs will fire back, but even still, they'll go 1 for 1 in the exchanges as they try and get away. Knox just below, gets a kill as well, and Eris, he's not going to mess with that. Sniper for Swan. No such weapon for Landmaz, though. It's going to be rifles once again and a FAMAS. Wolfie relegated down to it. A 3B setup once more. We'll see if it pans out this time around. Trying to get out of the way is J-Dubs. Smallly out of position. There's still a smoke on the other side, but Swan has evaded it, but not the bullets of J-Dubs as he peeks in very slow and steady into it. The shoulders are there, and that's all it'll need. Sticking around, even that HE is going to be devastating over the wall. One will go, and he'll meet his demise. And that is close, but J-Dubs to find 3. The top of Banana hold is sublime. Perfect even, but only then will Wolfie fall. And everything would have been all for naught. Those 3 kills, it doesn't really feel like he's got to continue to fight forwards after they've been found. It just brings them back into a man advantage of only 1. But even still, it's going to be a very tall task for them to drive this round into their favor. BHOP split between the map, 1 for 1. 1 in the alt of mid, and 1 at the top of Banana. Soon to come into engagement right now is Harris, and spots ahead of Jermaine with his back turn. No bomb. The amount of space offered, that's my New Jersey accent coming through, offered to him. He looks to make good off. Tagged down incredibly low. Now, joining up with his teammate, the smoke redeployed, better so. No more gap. And here comes the retake over the top of the Speedway? What is that called? A Segway. What is that called? The retake was good. Hold on, wait. What is this called again? The moto. Is it called? It's moto because that's a motorcycle, right? There's a moped. A moped. That's the one. That's why they call it that. I've been calling it for moto for so long. I forgot why. The bike. Some people would call it a bike. It's a moped, though, right? I think that's right. I'm 2.5 minutes ahead, so you're going to be hearing this way later than I actually asked the question, but I'm like 99% sure that's a moped. 3-3, though. Close affair, even still. Down to the wire in the early game as the match is paused. Buy not yet pulled through for BHOP Esports, so I can only assume it was on their side that they needed to take it. We're back into it, and both teams have a sniper. That's something to keep an eye on. Make note of. As Landmaz hoists his up towards A, he's waiting to have the game offered up to him. Not gonna happen just yet, though, as the T's barely take any ground. Under porch molly and a smoke behind as well, but it's only 2 players there. Flashed off the angle, Swan has to pull back for a moment. And it looks like everyone's going to be retreating down through Banana as well. Eventually they'll regroup back at the top. Bomb on their back. And in they go. One over the top of Coffins and one in the back of the bomb. So he's going for the fight to help out his teammates. So far successfully. As it got to a third, a great hold, and low on HP. One bullet is all that it will take, and it's all that Wolfie has to offer. And that's the round now locked out. BHOP only have one left standing. Try and hold on to the off, but will you be even able to do that? No. Jermaine makes it so that op cannot be had any longer in this next few rounds, at the very least, as it's a full buy, a full investment in response. AK for Airs, Tech 9s for the rest. Everyone together now trying to make the difference as Detonate take their lead. Run down towards Mana. The HE up the wall is going to be a good one. But the kills are going to be more important as the bomb is retrieved. The site is theirs. And a man advantage as well. Burning in the Molotov is Lamaz and Jermaine trying to run them down over at Coffin side. Will catch them off for the time being, but another Molotov stalling them for even deeper. Another molly in the hands of Eris, a smoke for Beaky, and they are absolutely blocked from their entrance back. Side of the smoke. Only one bullet needed from Nox to kill Beaky, but it's Beaky to get his. And a flashbang ahead for Salas to pop through as well. This is looking like a great round from BHOP Esports to take over the line. The time has already ticked too far down. For them to get the round, it would have had to have been a stick already, and they don't have the time for it. Flameman will be able to put together one more kill before the round expires, and Eris brings it 4-4. The bomb will expire, everyone will die, and we go into round number 9. A crazy turn of events for them to take that one over the line with their utility bought up. The fast play towards the top of Banana. Who would have thought Rush B would be the call to make? The make or break for Detonate, as now they've got an opportunity to buy back with, I don't want to say a good chance at winning. I mean, a chance at winning. Definitely worth considering, seeing as the T-side money isn't great. They haven't even bought up on Eris yet. And there's still definitely potential to reset. All right. 384, 3 A1Ss, excuse me, a FAMAS and a Deagle into the ult of mid. A flashbang to go through in a fight for 2 of the rifles, and J-Dubs is going to finish both of the frags that Landmass has started. Jeez, I'm fumbling on my words now. Gotta get these lips a little bit more loose. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Not entirely sure about how even they want to play this one out. The T spread towards the bottom of mid, waiting to get something in their favor, a decision to be made immediately after. And if it's not going to be offered up to them, they'll take it. They'll fight forwards for it. They've got no other choice now. 2 smokes to play with. Flashbangs are decent enough, and the SMG is going to be the one to entry through. Jermaine and Wolfie here, one of which has a rifle. And it's actually a front sight lurk smoke. So they're allowed to walk past that one and perhaps take a fight towards CT as the other flashbang goes over now. They still have a smoke to play with in the late round over time. The boost for player found. Salas traded out. 1 for 1. CT's still feeling very good about this round's potential as they've got 3 rifles still in play and utility for the retake as well. No smoke, no molly, no problem. All 3 players are, making their way over now. Only 2 inside of the site. And Swan catching 1 through the smoke. As it fades, now they've got to get in. Up in the faces of the BHOP players who are currently crossfired. A hard one to break as well. Will they even be able to do it? As they are actually going to be able to find both kills, both the CT members finding the ones that they need. Deep into the corner, Swan will be found first, and then over in the new box the next. As 5-4 will go. The bomb being defused with no kit. More than enough time, even still. Seconds to spare. And Detonate securing themselves now A round lead to find 5. Over towards B, the HEs and the utility in general is going to decimate the squad of BHOP, trying to entry their way in and through. It's not going to be even close to a success, as Wolfie finds 4. Auto Director not really finding those kills, I guess, but Wolfie did. He wanted them, and he got them. Not exactly a highlight reel material anyway, but still. The bottom banana smoke has been a pest for this T side, and they're going to continuously try and pressure against it with flashbangs and spams ahead. In the faces of Detonate should they contest, but they haven't. MS spots the player making his way in through the window. It's going to be free enough as the Molotov makes him think that he's going to be covered, but Jermaine has his left. And mid is wide open for the taking. They can go through, circumnavigate the players in the apartments, but Nox, not get detected, makes firing noise, and Swan will fall, trying to fade away the backtrack. Not going to work out. And Salas now just waiting for his teammate to try and help out. Beaky swings wide over a lane, turning his back for even a moment's notice, and Nox lost to the fray. And around at the end of it will go the BHOP way. Match pause will soon fade. Right back into the game we'll head. Not done just yet. The ball's only just gotten rolling. The CT side for Detonate now. Looking to make this a 6-6. If they can't win this round with the buy that they've cobbled together. A shotgun, a Deeg, and an MP9. Utility bare bones. And BHOP can't exactly say the same. They're going to be feeling great about what they have to offer in the 12. No longer can Detonate go for that bottom banana control. The nades are chunky as ever, though, from both sides this time around. Wolfie's going to try and make good off of the damage that's been dealt. And he will, but he loses his life in the process as Jermaine is still down into the red. And Brad aggressing in the apartments, catches Landmaz in no man's land. Next player jumping up high as well, barely landing on top of the railing in time. Nearly loses that one out in the sake of timing as they wrap into the A-bomb site and only one player is there left. Jermaine double checking that B site. Second guessing himself on the rotation, and J-Dubs will as well. Still locked inside of the pit is Nox. And this is going to be a save. He'll fall to the onslaught of T's, making their way closer to him from every angle. He'll get the one kill, but anything more than that, and this is going to be a hero round from him, but it's not to be. The rotation's still coming. Jermaine has a flash. He's going to be the bait with the low HP. They don't have a kit either, so they at this point they're just playing for exits if they want to go here. There's no time for it. Eris has heard them over a lane, and the flashbang will go over. The M4 making his way inside of the site. He might be able to find one kill, but it's going to have to be an instant headshot for Jermaine to find it. And Eris won't allow that to be the case. It's a triple from him, a bomb plant in the round, a 6 to tie it up, and no buy in this one from DETONATE, and now things start to slip. Is this stream running at 120 FPS? I think so. I actually think it is. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I distinctly remember looking at the FPS integer thing where you can custom put in a number for yourself, and I'm pretty sure I put in 120. I'm glad you noticed, though. Putting in that quality. HE's down and deep, nobody there to receive them. Instead, they're just going to be run down by USPs in a few moments, maybe, but the Molotov will keep them back. Back, I say, back! And Beaky wants it, so he's going to take it. What's yours is mine. But what's his is definitely not theirs. As he picks up that bomb, that's his. Gonna need that, thank you. But back over towards A. All 5 players are here. They've rotated back from B, and this could be a problem. They could be walking right into a stack. And even if they win the round, they've got all these kills cleanly, and Swan making it look so as he brings himself to 12 to 12. Even kills and deaths now as they go up by a round and make it look just that, clean. Up towards the top of Banana, they will have been heard, and an HE off the skybox will take Beaky down relatively. Not really anything to cry about, though, as he sends one right back. Out through Palace now they'll go. Or Apartments, rather, and Jermaine, here's one jumping down into the pit with the bomb, no less. He's has more teammates making their way in and through, but will they be able to stand his fall? The answer is no, not so far, as it's still a 2 versus 2. Lambaz has done his job, and a gap inside of the smoke, and Moto consistently a gap in that smoke, I've noticed. That's something they've got to look back on. It's always on that side as well. Now only Swan into the clutch, but he's wrapped around through Arch. The bomb's still inside of the pit, and he's making his way through the back lines. He makes that kill for free, but Wolfie down to 7 HP, still connecting onto the headshot. The M4A4 versus A1 battle goes in favor of the former. I think the former. I don't even know what I said. I don't even know the order in which I said them, but you get the point. You get the picture. 15th round, 7 to 7, and this game is delivering. That much is for sure. Map number 2, down to the wire in the first half as we go into the next. BHOP Esports on their defensive. If they're able to take an advantage in rounds over DETONATE in the first, could mean everything. Or nothing. Or somewhere in between. Late nade once again read by BHOP Esports, not going too far forwards, waiting for the nades to come soaring over, and they've done their time. Great flash from Swan allows them Arch control, brackets control in general, really, as they get Arch primarily, however. 3 players leaning to that side. Blinded on the other side of the smoke. One will get out of dodge, but it's a wrap back to the beat. They've got to be most worried about as Brett doubles back and finds Landmaz as well. That cuts the rotation through, and now they're truly split 2-2. Top side first, Wolfie will fall, and BHOP for masterclassing this round right now, as J-Dub still stands in between them and their objective of keeping themselves completely safe for the round. A rotation back from Banana. Off misses his chance. J-Dub for the spray, not going to be able to transfer onto the next. Still 2v3, man disadvantage. Low on HP is Brett, and Swan's being run down. Continuously firing off shots, though, and that smoke will allow him to get out of the way. It looks like this round is all but done, really, is they have to wait for the smoke to fade. They can't pop through it, and they don't want to jump through it without any realize what's happening. And it's going to be swamped through the corner of the wall to find the head on the flick. The micro adjustment onto Nox is great, and he closes out the round with the help of a little bit of bait from Spawn. 8-7, a lead going into the CT pistol. We'll see how BHOP fare in just a minute.